Hello students. Today we'll speak on the Bangle Sellers. That is a famous poem by a very famous poet, Sarojini Naidu. And this poem is not only an integral part of class 9 ICSE syllabus, but it is also a very world famous poem because it depicts a very rich culture, a culture of a very famous and popular country, that is India. So while we read through this poem, we will get a kind of hint of the rich cultural heritage of India. And this poem is also a very good uh, depiction of the customs and the rituals and the livelihood of an Indian woman, a traditional Indian woman. So, if I have to introduce the poem to you, I would love to say that this poem depicts a group of bangle sellers who wander from town to town to sell their inventories, that is, their things, the stuffs that they sell, the bangles. One of them becomes the narrator and the speaker of the poem. The poem also reflects a very joyful mood and appears to be jubilant and colorful, as it talks about a lot of colorful bangles. A remarkable comparison has been drawn between the bangles and their colors with nature and each stage of the life of a woman. So if I move on to the stanza and I read it for you. Bangle sellers are we who bear our shining loads to the temple fair. Who will buy these delicate, bright, rainbow-tinted circles of light? Lustrous tokens of radiant lives for happy daughters and happy wives. So in this particular first stanza, we can see that a bangle seller is talking about the various kinds of bangles he carries with him or her, and along with that, about the women who buy them. The poem provides a description about the everyday life of bangle sellers as well. One such bangle seller is the speaker of the poem. In the first two lines, he describes the feeling of carrying precious, shiny loads of bangles to the temples, fairs, and other such places where women can buy them. In the third line, we can see a bangle seller's cry for the sale of his bangles. He calls out to women who might buy those bangles. He imagines those bangles as the tokens of happy lives and marriages. So, from the very beginning, the poet wants to give us a brief idea that for whom actually the bangle sellers come out to sell the bangles. That is, the women of various ages who are excited to wear bangles suitable according to their age. Let's read the second stanza for you. Some are meet for a maiden's wrist, silver and blue as the mountain mist. Some are flushed like the birds that dream on the tranquil brow of a woodland stream. Some are aglow with the bloom that cleaves to the limpid glory of newborn leaves. So in the second stanza, we can see that the bangle seller says that they carry different kinds of bangles, each catering to different types of women with different needs and preferences. Some are some are blue and silver, like the mist in the mountains, which are perfect for the wrist of a maiden. Some of them are of reddish color, just like the flushed buds found along a stream. Some of the bangles glow like beautiful newborn leaves due to the dew and water from the stream. All these represent a young girl in her prime. So, the first stanza is just a kind of an introduction that the bangle seller gives us, that what kind of bangles are usually sold by them. And the second stanza starts with the description of the bangles that are truly suitable for a young woman's wrist, a maiden's wrist. Okay, let's move On to the third stanza. Some are like fields of sunlit corn, meet for a bride on her bridal morn. Some like the flame of her marriage fire, or rich with the hue of her heart's desire. Tinkling, luminous, tender and clear, like her bridal laughter and bridal tear. So students, I'm sure that you have the textbook open in front of you, and if possible, you can also write down some notes for yourself so that when you sit with this poem, it becomes easier for you to understand. I'm sure that you have notes from other teachers, and you also have your own notes, but writing a bit of notes while you are watching my video would just add to the process and help you all the more. Okay, let's continue. So this stanza, the third stanza, begins with the color of yellow of some of the bangles, just like sunlit cornfields. They signify the happiness of a would-be bride on the morn of her wedding. There are also flame-colored bangles which are red-orange, symbolizing a bride's passion and desire, especially on her wedding night. These bangles are luminous and transparent, but they are also tender. The tinkling sound of them reminds the sounds of a new bride's laughter, and the clear, tender finish of the bangles, speaking of her tears, as she has to leave her native place to be with her husband. So, uh, this is a beautiful description. This stanza gives us a beautiful picture. We can imagine a bride, a girl who is going to be a bride, and of her feelings, of her thoughts that are going on in her mind, and the richness of her heart's desire. Let's read out the fourth stanza. Some are purple and gold-flecked grey, for she who has journeyed through life midway, whose hands have cherished, whose love has blessed, and cradled fair sons on her faithful breast, and serves her household in fruitful pride, and worships the gods at her husband's side. So, in the fourth stanza, that is the final stanza of the poem, it throws light upon the life of a woman after her marriage. The color of the bangles for these women are purple with gold and grey flecks. They represent a woman who is of a middle age or who has reached a midpoint in her life. She has reaped the rewards of her struggle. This age is an age when she already has her sons, feels accomplished about her life, and is supportive of her husband. She is full of worship for the gods of her household as well. So she is an accomplished lady in a sense, and she has a journey to go as well. So we can conclude and say that this poem is a very good tribute to the Indian women, their culture, their beauty, their traditions, their rich heritage, and most importantly, their strong sense of self-respect. This whole poem is a celebration of femininehood. The various stages of a woman's life has been as if woven and mingled with the cultural wealth of India. So Bangle Sellers play no doubt a very important role in the traditions and customs of India. So students, if you are really liking my classes, then please do not forget to go to the home page of my channel and click on the subscribe button, and you will find a bell icon beside it. Don't forget to press that as well, because that will help you to get instant notifications whenever I upload a class for you. And make sure you share your thoughts and comments below this video so that I come to know how I can improve my classes and how I can explain well. So let's meet over the next class, and for now, stay safe and take care of yourself. Bye bye.